Hello, NDLers. Another episode of NDL Sportscenter. Your host, Sammy33. Sorry to have this episode out a day late. You'll still get the 2 episodes for this block. Just needed more time with other stuff going on. So, first thing we look at, full results from Block 3. See Texas, Coach Jiggy #1. A mixture of Oregon, Georgia, and Tennessee taking the next 3 spots. LSU and Utah coming down a little bit. Once they get caught up in games, I'm sure they'll be bumped back up. El Jefe moving up, #7. Got Ole Miss, Mizzou, and Bama rounding out the top 10. So not much change. Looking at the next set of 10, got a mixture of teams: Louisville, USC, and Texas Tech between 11 and 13. CU at 14. Then you have a mix of some other schools: Washington State, Central Michigan, Florida, Notre Dame, Miami, and then a little bit of a difference. South Florida in the media poll at 20. You got Northwestern in the coaches poll at 19. And then the final 5 spots. Both teams flip-flopping, so they're in the other section. Got Cincinnati, Texas A&M, Penn State in both. And you've got NC State in the coaches poll at 24. Tulane in the media poll at 24. NC State just missing out at 26 in the media. Tulane at 26 in the coaches. Let's head out to the SEC. Head to the Swamp. Florida hosting Tennessee. Big Mike and Vegas had a hell of a game last season. One of the game of the weeks. And it ended on a walk-off. What happens this one? Tennessee coming out firing. Nico on the faction rollout, finding McCoy down the field. Gets inside the red zone. And then 3rd and 1. Nico finding McCoy again. So Tennessee up 7-0. Defensively, trying to make something happen at the end of the quarter. Lagway dropping back. The break on the ball there. That's going to be an interception. Setting up Tennessee inside Gator territory. A couple plays later. Nice catch over the middle. And then Sampson scoring from a yard out. Tennessee up 14-0 early. Shades of the game from last season. Tennessee continues to press on offense. A big play there, and then 3rd and 8, the handoff. Looking to get maybe closer for an easier field goal, getting the 1st down. But after declining a delay of game, Tennessee does make the hash kick, 17-0. And then, close one there. Almost knocked down, but Boardingham makes the catch and run. And then, right before the half, Florida getting on the board, so 17-3. Florida trying to keep the momentum. Lagway finding Wilson. And it spins, gets blasted in the back, fumbles the ball. The teammate does recover. A couple plays later, Lagway. Moving. Almost intercepted. Would have been a disaster, but Boardingham ends up taking that one into the end zone. So the lead cut to 7. Huge swing there. And Florida starting to feel the momentum shifting here in this game. Get a pick. 3rd and 4. Lagway drops back and gets hit, but does find his target. That's going to be a 1st down. Tennessee would hold. And on 4th and 4, the kick right down the middle. So 17-13. Right before the end of the 3rd, Johnson taking the handoff on 2nd and 11, picking up the 1st down. So Florida inside the 10 to start the 4th quarter. And Jaden takes the pitch, finds the end zone. So Florida gets another TD, and they take their first lead of the game, 2017. But Tennessee looking to answer. Nico finding Dante on this play here. 2nd and 4, big play. And again, defense holding inside field goal range, a common theme in this game. Kick inside the upright, 2020. Now Florida trying to make sure they hold the ball last and doing a good job of it. Nice run here. The cutback, that's going to be a 1st down. Tennessee only has 1 timeout at that point. Clock runs down. And the kick at the end is good. A walk-off win for Florida. It's a difference of 3 points. Same as last season, just the other team winning. Both quarterbacks, a touchdown and an interception, 4 incompletions for each QB as well. Leading rusher was 49 yards for each team's running back. but Florida as a whole ran for 106 versus 45 for Tennessee. Well, not the only close game. Colorado at Kansas State. CU looking to keep their hot start going. Kansas State looking to play spoiler. So CU on the road again. Will they come out slow, finish strong? Will they play a full 4 quarters? Kansas State, what do they do? Coming in at home, hoping the crowd will get behind them for the upset. Well, starting out 4th and 7, a 56-yard field goal, and you gotta love kicking at home straight down the pipes. So 3-0. Then Sanders getting blasted, and guess what? The lineman picks it off. Okay, don't see that very often. So 6-0. And Travis Hunter, Wildcats looking to add to the lead after interception. And then a minute to go in the half. The backup in, so not Shador. That ball is going to be 50-50, and it falls in the favor of Kansas State. So a pick by the future All-Pro, hopefully for the Bucks, Mr. Parrish. And that puts Kansas State inside the 50 and in the back of the end zone. That's a touchdown. So 13-0 or not. Missed extra point. So 12-0. But Travis Hunter, man, scariest guy on the game, continuing to make life hell for teams in the Big 12. Runs back the kickoff, 12-7. But Lockett answers. So back-to-back kick returns right up the middle. And Lockett's going to be able to run out most of that time. 19-7. So CU's going to have to play from behind again. And Hood had a good season so far. Breaks a big one for a touchdown. 19-14. And Lockett again up the middle, this time veering to the right. And he's going to score again. So 2 kick returns for the Wildcats. Special team chipping in. 26-14. And he wasn't done. A punt return? Well, not all the way, but a great return there. And then DJ Giddens takes to the late handoff, finds the end zone, 33-14. So CU down 19. Gotta make stuff happen. And who do you know? Wester found deep. That's a touchdown. One of his 2 on the day. 2-point conversion is good. So it's 33-22. And then Hood breaking again, this time for 74 yards. And CU clawing their way back, 33-28. With the motion, the pitch, Hunter will not be able to score. So it's a 5-point game. We're head to the 4th quarter. Look at that. Fighting for the yards. It's going to be a first down. Screen pass to DJ. And the juke puts the ball inside the 5. And 2nd and goal. DJ. His 2nd rushing TD of the day. 40-28. 4 minutes left for CU. Still trying to make something happen. Travis Hunter. Ball inside the 30 after the catch. Smalls in motion to the left. He gets the ball. And with the catch, he'll be down at the 1. 4th and goal. Gotta have it. And Hood makes the catch. A touchdown. 40-34. 2-point conversion. Just loses his momentum on the hit there. 2-point conversion, no good. And then Johnson drops back. 2nd and 11. The ball goes in the air. Maybe you run the ball there, take some time off, but hey, pass on 2nd instead of 3rd, maybe. Oh, it's an interception. CU still trying to get back in this game. Wester, big play, gets blasted, fumbles, but CU does recover. 2nd and 14. Wester makes the catch on the sideline. 40-40. And that missed extra point long ago might be the difference in this game. Then Hail Mary time, of course. Who else gets the interception? But Travis Hunter. He goes down. And again, on the road, CU survived in Big 12 action. Winners 41-40. Sanders, 324 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Johnson, 213, a touchdown, but 3 interceptions. That last one, hurtful. Speaking of hurtful, go out to the Mountain West. Boise State and Coach Irock hosting Hawaii and Coach Jeff Daddy Jay Pono. Man, Ashton Jeanty has been a menace on this year's version of college football, and I think there may not be a better stat line for him than he had in this game. Second and 10, second play from scrimmage, 85-yard touchdown for Jeanty. And that was just the start. Third and 11, dropping back. Look at that break on the ball. That's going to be an interception, setting up Hawaii for this right here. Cam Barfield getting into the end zone, doing his best Ashton impression. Game tied at 7. And then in the second quarter, interception. That's not going to get ran back. So both teams trading picks. But Hawaii does get the ball back 3rd and 4. Big conversion here. Finding the big tight end down the field. And then 4th and goal. Opting to go. Touchdown run. 14-7. And then Jeanty breaking again right before the half. 60-yard score. 14-14. We go to late in the 3rd. Look at that blocking. Guy got pancaked. Then Jeanty off to the races again. Time from 53 yards. So Boise State regains the lead. 21-14. After field goals 21-17. And hey, again, Jeanty sliding off a blocker and breaking for another long run. So 28-17. Boise State. 2:20 to go. Oh, can't believe that ball got intercepted. Thought that was going to be a catch. But Boise State's defense steps up big, and then Jeanty again, just sliding his way through. 93-yard touchdown run, 35-17. The final score in this one, 38-24. Jeanty's line, 17 carries, 405 yards, 5 touchdowns. All of that was needed for the win. A hell of a rushing effort. We're going to head to the big now. UCLA hosting Rutgers. So a nice conference game here. Both teams looking to get some momentum as conference play gets going. Athens drops back. Oh, I thought that was going to be a pick, but Strong makes the catch. Rutgers up 7-0. They've got the ball back midway through the first. This time, going to Kyle on the ground. And whoop, it's the spin cycle. Breaks for a touchdown. Only TD run in the game. But Rutgers up 13-0. Extra point miss. So later, 13-3. And ooh, Bo breaks on the ball. And that is going to the house. Big interception return. 20-3. And Rutgers up big. But UCLA will not go away. Big catch by Titus there. And that sets up TJ Harden finding his way into the end zone. 20-10. Right before the half. Rutgers looking to add to the lead. And an interception. And guess what? This one is going the other way. So KJ Wallace flipping the script. Big TD for UCLA before the half. 20-17. Midway through the third, UCLA driving and Harden finding his way into the end zone. 24-20 UCLA. 2nd and 8 for Rutgers. The jet motion leads to a touchdown. 27-24. Rutgers regaining the lead and ooh, breaking on the ball, interception. 2.5 minutes to go. 4th down, they did go for it. Just couldn't convert. Touchdown would have almost ended the game. And then UCLA, all they need is just a field goal. But hey, why not get a touchdown? Logan Loya, big play, 71-yard reception, only catch of the game, and a huge one. Speaking of huge, look at that hit on the quarterback. Gets blasted. And 3rd and 13, that's going to be an interception. He gets tackled. That's game. So UCLA winners 31-27 at home. TJ Harden leads the Bruins in rushing, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kyle for Rutgers, 166 yards and a touchdown. Both quarterbacks, at least a touchdown, 2 interceptions. So another close game. We like that this week. Central Michigan at Ohio. The Bobcats with a new coach, Big Buckeye, looking to score the upset at home. And Luke's finding his way into the end zone, 7-0. So CMU feeling good early on. And then here, Luke's breaking another big run. He's had a couple of these already this season. Looks like he might score. Safety comes out of nowhere, and Luke's trying to Henry his way into the end zone. Not able to get away enough from the defender. And that does matter because it leads to just 3 points instead of a touchdown. With 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 2. Davis going in motion. Makes the catch. And he, this time, will score for Davis. Finding his way into the end zone on yet another long play. 17-0, but Ohio scores before the half. Mason Williams with a TD reception. And then Ohio getting going a little bit. Screen pass. Helping out. And then Ricky Hunt taking the handoff and scoring from 17 yards out. So now it's 17-17. Emmanuel waiting, looking deep. Oh, that's an interception, but ran into the receiver and trying to break on the ball. That keeps the Chips with the ball. And then the option pitch to Luke. Maneuvers his way inside the 30-yard line. That still a field goal. So with 2 minutes to go in the third, Central Michigan retaking the lead, 2017. 4th and 2. Big conversion here, going forward instead of punting. That leads to a field goal, 23-17. Speaking of punting, fake punt doesn't go well. That leads to a field goal, so 26-17. Then big play here, thinking it's going to be a pick, but it's Coleman Owen coming through with the catch. That leads to a field goal attempt, and it is good. So 26-20, with just over 2 minutes to go. And 3rd and 10, Emmanuel needing to pick up a first down. No one open. He's looking. Can't find anyone. So Ohio's going to get the ball back with a chance. And a huge catch and run here. Puts the ball at the 40-yard line of the Chips. 1st and 10. Parker looking deep and said, hey, we're going to go for it. That gets picked off. And the Chips avoid the upset on the road. They hold on to win 26-20. Luke with 211 yards on the ground for a touchdown. Coleman Owen, 93 yards on 5 receptions. Mason Williams, 61 yards and a touchdown for the Bobcats. Speaking of close games, we have another one. Notre Dame at home taking on Georgia Tech. So the Fighting Irish looking to move their way back up the polls after a loss to Georgia. Play like a champion. That's what they're hoping to do. Georgia Tech looking to pick up their 2nd road win of the season against a top 25 team. And early on, 3rd and 6, King finding Blackburn down the field. That converts to 3rd down. First quarter winding down, 3rd and 3. Rutherford picking up the 1st and 4th and goal. Opting to go for it. And King gets hit as he throws, so no points. That's going to sting just a little, but the defense stepping up, getting a pick. And just like that, the Yellow Jackets right back in scoring range. This time Haynes gets the ball, and he finds the end zone. Georgia Tech up 7-0 on the road. Notre Dame would respond, though. Leonard finding Jordan Basson. Gets into the end zone. 7-7. Haynes, look at the block in there. Sets up nicely. He's able to get that one into the end zone. 2nd TD of the day. 14-7. Notre Dame looking to respond. Leonard again finding his target down the field. This time Greathouse. 3rd and 26 after 2 sacks. Big catch here. That sets up 4th and 8. 53-yard field goal. Right down the center. So it's 14-10. Still Still 45 seconds to go in the half, though. Big catch and run here by Chase Lane. And that's going to set up G Tech with the field goal attempt right before the half. 14-10. Make it 17-10. So up touchdown going into the half. And Love. Is he going to break that one for a touchdown? No. But a long run at 39 yards. Moves the Fighting Irish down the field. Oh, almost picked off. Ball down to the 1 off the catch by Love. Say, hey, why not give it back to him again? He finds the end zone. Got it up at 17. Haynes breaking again his third TD run of the game. 24-17. Option. Fumble. Uh-oh. Leonard fumbles the ball. That leads to a field goal. It's 27-17. Big fourth down conversion here. Mitchell Evans making the catch. And then 1st and 10 from the 20. Evans comes up again with the catch, this time for a touchdown for Notre Dame. Down just 3. 2:45 to go. Oh, wide open, but just can't get the ball to him. But Notre Dame gets the ball back. And then the motion with the jet. The big play there. Love picks up the first down on 2nd down. And then 2nd and goal from the 11. Love bounces out, cuts up. That's going to be a touchdown. So Notre Dame up 31-27. King finding lane open over the middle. You have 3rd and 5. Haynes drops the ball after getting hit. Then 4th and 5. Can't come up with the catch there. The Notre Dame surviving at home, 31-27. 259 yards for King through the air. Haynes with 105 to go with his 3 touchdowns on the ground. For Notre Dame, Leonard, 246 through the air, 2 TDs. Love, $129, 2 TDs on the ground. For the last highlight for this video, going to the big house. To be specific, Michigan hosting Illinois. Conference action. Wolverines looking to turn their season around after a slow start. And you know what helps? Getting turnovers, especially ones that turn in the pick sixes. And that's how Michigan gets the early lead. Jay Sean taking it back to the house. 7-0. Wolverines. Look at the spin, breaking in there and then breaking out. Nice catch and run on the screen. Would lead to a punt, though. 7-0 Warren looking down the field. Uh-oh. That's going to be a pick. The Fighting Illini moving inside to 50, and it does pay off. That quarterback is blasted. So good job by Luke getting rid of the ball. Leads for the catch and run. That leads to a field goal. Then the defense stepping up big. Look at that. Quarterback gets hit on the pitch and caught out the air and ran back. So Michigan feeling like, oh no, might be another one of those games. 10-7. But nice motion there. Guess what? Be a touchdown. Walker finding the end zone, so Michigan retakes the lead. 14-10. Right before the half, Illinois responding, retaking the lead. 17-14. But leaving just enough time for Michigan. Catching traffic by Loveland. He holds on. And then 3rd and goal, Mullings. TD run. 21-17. Late in the 3rd. 4th and 2. Michigan goes for it. Converts to Walker. And then in the back of the end zone, touchdown catch by Klein. 28-17. And then special teams coming up. Walker hitting the spin cycle. First punt return on NDL Sportscenter. Getting into the end zone. Michigan up 18. You got to be feeling good, right? But nothing is ever safe. 4th and inches. Converting on the ground is Illinois. And then with 2.5 minutes to go, Luke with his 2nd TD pass of the day makes it 35-24. After getting a stop, they get the ball back. Mason Graham. Ugh, what a monster. Close Illinois down, but they still get the score. Begin with the touchdown reception off the backfield. And again, getting hit. So 2-point conversion, not good. We go to onside kick. And Illinois recovers. Big play. Speaking of big, Bryant, he had a huge day, 145 yards, a chunk there. So Illinois moving down the field, but Graham back on first down, second and 15. Stewart, full rushing through, sack fumble. Illinois does recover. They don't use their timeout, so don't get a chance to reset. They go, hurry up. Reception is good, but obviously that's not going to be a touchdown. That's going to be game. Michigan holding on 35 to 30. Davis Warren, 10 of 18 through the air for Michigan, buck 68, 2 TDs, and an interception on the day. Marion Walker, huge day for him, 99 yards receiving, a touchdown, and a punt return. For Illinois, Pat Bryant leading the way, 9 receptions for a buck 45 and a touchdown. So that'll do it for this episode of NDL Sportscenter. Some other close games to take a look at in tomorrow's episode: Indiana, Nebraska, a couple of coaches picking up their first wins, and then some fun action in both the Power 4 and Group of 5 conferences. We'll take a look at it tomorrow.